Yes, you did read the title correctly. I made $20,000 while traveling to 3 countries over the summer while using this little device right here. Let's get right into it. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So I'm Miriam Dow. If you're new here, I make videos on real estate investing, entrepreneurship, financial freedom, a nonprofit organization that I've been traveling more for in Mali. I make these videos to share my journey with you and also to hold myself accountable as well, learning as I go. I don't have a mentor. I don't believe in spending $40, $50, $30,000 on a mentor. That money can go towards your actual investment. So I'm learning the hard way. I'm learning as I go, and I'm learning from reading books and listening to podcasts. So this is how I'm gonna go over the numbers for Q3 of this year. Q3 of this year was the third quarter of 2023, months being July, August, and September of 2023. Now, end of June, I did go to Greece for a week. I was invited for my nonprofit organization, and I got to see Obama's images here as I'm talking about it. Barack Obama. Great experience being in the room with Obama. I have to say it was a really, really good experience. I didn't get a chance to get a real picture with him, but me and my husband got a little selfie. So I'll enter that right here. And we were in Athens.
Hi, I'm Miriam Dow, COO of Care Foundation. We just got to see Barack Obama, 44th President of the United States, speak. It was very motivational. We got a chance to touch on mental health, on Democratic parties, on AI and ChatGPT. It's very inspirational, so make sure you stay tuned. Follow us on all of our socials on Care Club Foundation. Go to our website, careclubfoundation.org, just to see more. Thank you so much.
And of course, I did my tourist things. I went to go see the Acropolis in Athens, and all those ancient treasures and stuff like that. And then July, I went to Mali. I have a nonprofit organization, and for those of you that don't know, I was actually born in West Africa, Mali. I came to the U.S. when I was 6 months old, and I've been living here ever since. I speak my language, Bambara, fluently. My parents would have me go back home every summer, so I am really in tune with my family. I come from a really, really big family. So going back home is always nice to see family that you haven't seen in a long time, eat, the native dishes, and just relax. So I did go to Mali for 2 weeks. I think that was the end of July going towards the beginning of August. And then when I was supposed to return, all this happened, all these political issues between France and Mali. France decided to cancel all their Air France flights going to and from Mali, so it was a whole fiasco. So I was there actually a little bit longer than I expected. But we do great work. Basically, we drill wells and we give water to communities that need it, communities that are walking 20, 30, 40 miles for water, and it's not even clean water that they're walking for, and they're literally carrying the buckets of water on their heads, and they do this multiple times a day. So that's our foundation. It's called Care Club Foundation, and we also have a summer camp where we basically have about 70 students, and boys and girls, and we put them in soccer tournaments, and they love soccer. And then we actually opened our facility December of last year, so next month will be a year that we actually have a facility for the kids to go. And it was just really nice seeing the kids, see how much they've grown. We donated book bags for back to school, notebooks, pens, pencils, all their school supplies, and we got to meet with the parents, just encouraging the parents to help us with their school studies and stuff like that. We have computers at the center where the kids can literally just come out of school. It's like a recreational place, some place where the kids can come, they have a place to go. We provide them with free meals. We have computers for them, free Wi-Fi. A lot of them didn't even know how to use a computer. They don't own computers. So we have math tutors, computer tutors. In my country, the languages that they speak in the class and the school system is French, but then the languages that you can take are either Russian, German, and English. So we have all of those language teachers that's helping the students after school. So it's kind of like, so we have employed teachers, we have employed coaches, soccer coaches, and we have employed, a good amount of people. So I really love what we're doing back there. We actually see the benefits. We see the kids that have never been to school. We also provide them with free physicals every 6 months. So we have a doctor come in, give everyone a physical, pay for their prescriptions. We've caught a lot of diagnoses that these kids, you know, they have pain and they don't talk about it because they just know that they don't have, their parents don't have the funds to even take care of whatever the problems are. So I just love what we're doing back home. So if you guys want to learn more about that, I'll put the website down below. So that's what I was doing in Mali for 2 weeks. And of course, I had to go to a wedding. You know, I come from a really big family, so I got cousins that's getting married left and right. So I had to, you know, stunt real quick. And then we came back. I came back for a week with my husband. Me and my husband did that together, and then came back for a week, packed, and then we took the kids to Mexico. So it was their first time going to Mexico. It was me and my husband's second time going to Mexico. So we really enjoyed it. We went to Star Camp, Iberostar. One of them. We went to I think the most expensive one, because that one had the star camp for the kids. So we would drop them off when we wanted to just have date night on our own for dinner, and then during the day if we wanted to just take a nap, and then the camp would take them to like the beach, the pools, and had all these crazy activities, and they would perform for us at night in the theater. So it was a beautiful experience. My kids loved it. We were there for 1 week. But yeah, I was able to do all of this while conducting my business over the summer on this device right here. So every time I travel, I add the global plan. I have my phone line with T-Mobile, so I add the global plan. I forgot how much it costs, but I add that to my line. I think it's about $35 or $50 for the month. So this way I can receive incoming calls and I can make outgoing calls to the US without any additional fees. Of course, one thing that really sucks is the time difference, because sometimes I'm getting messages, you know, when it's like 4 a.m. over there, but I'm always jet lagged. I'm a night owl anyway, so I'm up at night. But yeah, it was really easy, and I'm gonna go through the numbers. I did a video this week dropping how much I made in October, so you guys kind of already know what my expenses are for each property. But for the month of July, I made $7,989 with all of my Airbnbs. Now for the month of July, Pink Paradise was not listed, so this was just for the Hidden Gem, which is a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, and for the Golden Era. And the Golden Era wasn't even listed the full month of July, but that's how much I got from these two properties. And my cleaning fees came out to $1,270. For the month of August, I made $6,840 with a 48% occupancy rate for both locations. And for July, it was a 63% occupancy rate. So you see that occupancy rate actually dropping as we go. And the cleaning fees for August was $1,380 with also cancellation fee of $223 that Airbnb took from me. I have a video talking about how I feel like Airbnb stole from me. I'll put a link to that right here. And for the month of September, I made $5,078. That's a 44% occupancy rate, with the cleaning fees coming out to $1,115. And remember, this was just for 2 units because I only listed Pink Paradise for the month of October. So grand total for all 3 months, Q3 of 2023, was $19,871. That is how much I made, $20K off of 3 months while traveling. And literally, I don't have a big team. It's literally just me. My little sister, who I invested in the duplex with, she's going to law school right now. Shout out to her. She's going to Columbia Law. So she doesn't really even have the time to be really involved. So I'm messaging these guests all alone. I have a one-man team, basically my cleaning lady. There was a situation 2 weeks ago where she just decided not to pick up my call. She went MIA. She said her phone got stolen and then her car broke down. And this particular Friday, I had 2 check-ins that day. So I had 2 guests that checked out in 2 of my units, and I had 3 check-ins coming in that day. So the pink unit was already all cleaned up, but the 1-bedroom unit needed to get cleaned. The guest checked out at 10 a.m. The guest checking in that unit landed at 11 a.m. and they were begging me to check in. And I'm like, oh, the unit's not ready. I ended up not getting her into the unit till 7 p.m. because at 2 p.m. is when I started to panic. So I started to go through my contact list, starting to look for another cleaner. I finally secured a cleaner at 4. She was able to get there by 5, and she was done by 7. And by this point, the lady who was checking into the 1-bedroom unit, she had landed at 11. Her phone was about to die. At this point, she thought it was a scam. She's been scammed before, so I was able to get her in. And despite all that, with my transparency, with my communication, I even offered to have her cancel the reservation altogether, and I would give her a full refund because I was embarrassed. Are you not embarrassed? Like, I was embarrassed. So, but she totally understood. She just went to get in the room. So she actually came in as they were finishing up vacuuming and putting the clean bedding on the bed. She checked in. Now, the other guest was driving from Delaware, so they ran over to that house. They were able to check in at 9:30 p.m., but it's right as they were pulling up. So it was a shit show, and it's not good to just have one cleaner over situations like this. I need to have another team. But my thing is, if I hire this big team, they won't work. So it's not good to have a main cleaner and then you have a backup cleaner, but you're not really giving her, cleanings. So that's why I like to just keep a whole bunch of numbers and contact people and people that I can, call on the spot. Worst case scenario, I literally could drive up an hour and a half and go clean it myself. Do I want to do that? Absolutely not. Or I'll just cancel the reservation altogether. So I have so that's some of the cons of having a small team. I have a one-person team, and anytime there's any kind of issue, I have an electrician that I'll call. Any kind of plumbing issue, I have a plumber that I call. I go to Thumbtack a lot for a lot of my subcontractors and any kind of work that I need done. The guests usually communicate with me. They'll let me know, hey, the tub is not draining as fast, so I'll go get a plumber to just go and drain it out. When you have an Airbnb, it's usually a lot of hair gets stuck in there, so it's good just to have someone go and constantly, draining it out with that long tool that they use just to get all the hair that gets into the shower ducts and stuff. But yeah, that's how much I made. So it's totally capable. You're capable of getting this done. And have a life as well. I'm doing this with a full-time job, with a YouTube channel, and I have 3 properties that I'm literally handling all by myself. So it's pretty self-explanatory. I just wanted to share that if I can do it, you can do it too. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And just to go over some light expenses, like for the duplex, my expenses is around $2,300 a month. So $2,300 a month minus times 3 comes out to $6,900 a month. My expenses for my 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, the hidden gem, comes out to about $1,400 a month. So $1,400 times 3, you minus $4,200. That leaves me with a grand total of $11,100 a month. That's left over from the $19,871. Now this is with me not taking any capex out. Now over the summer, when the other 2 properties were not listed yet, it was really hard to save any capex because I was using the income from other sources to pay for this $1,900 mortgage. So now that it is up and running, now is when I'm starting to make a nice little cushion for the capex. But that shit was non-existent. I'm not even gonna sit here and hold you when I was paying a $1,900 mortgage for a year and a half with no income coming in. So it was really hard. But basically over the 3 months, once you minus the mortgages and all the expenses of $6,900 plus $4,200. Once you minus that, you are left with $11,100, and that divided by 3 comes out to about $3,700 a month with the 2 Airbnbs. Now, if you were to take 20% of capex from that 11,100, for those of you who are conservative, that leaves you with $8,781. Divide that by 3 months and you're left with $2,927 a month. That's with the capex, but like I said, capex is non-existent when I was literally taking money from my 9 to 5, taking money from my one Airbnb to pay for the mortgage for this other duplex. So all in all, I wasn't saving up then, but now I started to save up now that all 3 are listed. So you get the gist. Out of all of that, I made $11,100 over the 3 months, coming out to $3,700 with the 2 Airbnb. So I hope this is helpful. You guys send me messages. You love when I do these money kind of videos to get an idea for some, and I'm not even a super host. I feel like when you are a super host, your listing is, it's put up on the first few pages for people to see. But I do a good, I market it pretty well. But yeah, That's about it. If you guys have any questions, put it in the comment section down below. I'm trying to be consistent with these videos, and I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It's free. It's gonna help your girl out. We got these big goals that we're trying to accomplish before 2024. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.